Okay, so welcome to our Yin class. We are going to most definitely be using a blanket and want to keep some other props that you might have close by. Block, bolster. If you don't have those, your rolled up blanket will work after. So fold it up nicely and come to a laying position. You're just going to drape the blanket across the abdomen and the front of your hips. Readjust in this laying position so that you can find your most comfortable place. When your arms and legs come to rest, gently take your head from side to side. Allow the movements to get smaller until you land in that center line. Notice the area of your body that the blanket covers. Observing the parts of your body that are breathing into the blanket. And discover now the places of your body that are moving with your breath that are free from the blanket. And grabbing your blanket now, drawing it up so it covers more of your abdomen and your chest. Bend your legs, draw them in, just gently rock side to side. Rocking back to center. Keep your right leg in. Lay the left leg down to the mat. Initiating some tight circular motions with your bent leg. Massaging in at the hip level. Coming back to center, just squeezing this bent leg in. With control, switching your legs. And the right leg arrives to the mat. Initiate that circle with the left. Keeping it nice and close. Hands stay connected. And the leg comes back in towards you. Pause. Breathing. Sinking your shoulders back. Rebend your right leg, draw it in. Bring the soles of your feet together, lowering the outer blades of your feet down to the mat. We have lots of opportunity to refine this shape, changing it. You may walk the heels a little farther away from your groin, creating a bigger diamond shape with your legs. Some may prefer to have the heels hugging into their groin. Reposition your blanket. You can lower it back down, tucking it around where you please. And then welcome your arms out to the sides once you've settled the lower half of your body. And we're looking to find a shape with the legs that we can sustain here for a few minutes, breathing deeply down into the bowl of our pelvis. On your exhale breath, looking to loosen any tight gripping that may be taking place. Encourage your arms to sink down here, relaxing through your palms. Natural curl through your fingers. Allowing time to pass. And your breath to flow. Reconnect the soles of your feet into your mat. Grab your blanket and just lifting it up. You're going to fold it and then place it between your thighs. Move your hips to the left and take your legs to the right, just leaving kind of that blanket positioned between them. Arms go back out wide, creating a nice twist through the trunk of the body. Noticing how these first rounds of breath can help settle you into this shape. Noticing where the sensations arise within your body. In the places where you might be able to release. Keep your blanket where it is. Reconnect your feet. Slide your hips to the right. Lowering your legs to the left side. Allow your breath to guide the way here. Listening, and then we respond accordingly. Reconnect the bottoms of your feet to the mat and center your hips. Remove your blanket. Roll through to one side. And press yourself up into a seated position, please. A comfortable cross leg. Press down through your hips and lengthen up through your spine. Lower your right ear down towards your shoulder. Take some movements through your bottom jaw. Bring the jaw to stillness. Allow it to stay unclenched. Exploring with the head, finding a turn, a tilt. Guide your chin towards the center of your chest. Head over to your left side. Ensure your bottom jaw is released before initiating your exploration. Guiding your chin back towards your chest. Create a few half circles, washing any stagnant energy out with this movement. When your chin finds the center line, we'll lift our head back up into a neutral position. Pile your hands on top of your chest, just below your collarbones. And gently guide that skin down as you lift your chin. Opening through the front of the throat. Keep relaxing through your shoulders, sustaining deep breaths. Lower your head to a neutral position. We'll find a seated twist. Rotate to the right. Resist the urge to lean back. Create an even spiral up your spine. Untwist. Come through center and then rotate now to the left. Same idea. Definitely some yang energy coming in here. Untwist will come forward. into a tabletop position. Moving through some traditional cat-cow postures. Build a good foundation. Spread your fingers wide. And we'll round the back out. Drop your tail, tuck your chin. Lifting your tail, chest comes forward, chin up. And closing your eyes now. Moving at your own rhythm and pace, lingering in places that need it. We're starting to move maybe off track from this linear place. Guide your body back to a neutral table and setting up for melting heart. Hands walk forward, keep them shoulder width apart. Chest lowering down, forehead connects to the mat. Generous breaths for your shoulders. No forcing here. A gradual, sustainable opening. Breath still guiding the way here. Sticking with the flow of your breath here. Breathing into any fidgeting that may take place in this moment. Allowing it to subside with your breath. Bending your elbows, connect your forearms. Let's slither the body forward, arriving in Sphinx. Untuck your toes, placing the tops of your feet to the mat. Let's take a moment to feel into this opening. Looking for minimal effort here. Avoid slouching into the shoulders. Just gently drawing them back and out of the ears. Laying the front body down. Slide your hands down by your waist. Press up through a tabletop and come into a closed child's pose. So looking for a rounded spine here. Hips to heels, forehead and connect to the mat or maybe a prop. We're welcoming the arms behind us with the palms facing up. Legs a little bit closer together, but they don't have to be touching. You can allow your shoulders to move kind of forward and down, encouraging that rounding. Stick with your last few rounds of breath. Just observing, feeling. Rise back up into your tabletop position, initiating some cat cows. Release to roll through to a seated position. So we're going to grab our blanket again, and we're going to get set up for a few forward folds here. Unravel your blanket. I'd say you could unravel it all the way or maybe just have it folded in half depending on how big your blanket is. And you can go ahead and kind of wrap it around your back. And then you're going to take your left leg straight and bend your right knee, just bringing it off into the groin. And your left leg's kind of off to the side. And we're going to come finding our way into a fold. And we'll give a couple of options for your blanket to create the depth of a cave that you would like in this moment. So finding your way into your fold, whatever that looks like. You could just leave your blanket draped over your shoulders, or if you want an opportunity for a more inward journey, you could actually just drape that whole blanket right over you. Feeling in for your breath. Observe the places of your body moving with the breath that are connected to your blanket. The physical feedback of the blanket assisting to feel the movement of the breath along the back chain. It's not very often that we identify with the back line of the body. We are all quite familiar with the front line. Stay with your breath. Stay with the flow, the movement. In that state of observing. Stay heavy through your hips. We will emerge from our folds, maybe the deepest parts of your cave, coming into an upright position. Rotate to that right bent leg and just twisting through the spine. Come undone. Switch your legs out. Heading back in. Find your folds. Blanket could stay maybe just draped over the shoulders, or you may enjoy actually covering the head, limiting distractions, dimming the lights. Allow the weight of the blanket to encourage an even fold. Feeling for that soft face, relaxed jaw. And staying with your breath, observing the rhythm. Keep listening for your breath, listening to your body. Starting to emerge from your fold, maybe your cave. Sitting the body upright, finding that rotation now towards the bent left leg. Untwist. Stretch your legs out forward. We're going to come into one more fold with the legs more or less together. Bring a bit of length into the spine. Find a hinge at the hips and eventually rounding down. Readjust your blanket as you desire. Breathing into the back line again. Keep tracing your breath. As though you're hesitant to move, begin to lift out from your fold. Take your blanket around to your legs. And you're going to grab a block, a bolster, a pillow, kind of whatever you have within reach for a supported bridge next. Lowering onto your back. Bend your knees. Place your feet to the mat, lifting through your hips. Place that prop under and reconnect. Pause for a moment. You can kind of readjust your blanket as you need. You may cover kind of more of the upper body. You may fully cover your body. And begin to walk your feet forward. Legs may fully straighten or partially. Allowing your shoulders to settle back. Feeling the weight of the blanket draped over parts of the front body. Notice if you're hanging onto anything here in your upper body. We'll all meet with the knees bent and the feet connected. Eventually lift your hips just enough that you can remove your prop, lay it off to the side. Drawing both of your legs in to stretch your lower back. And eventually laying each of your limbs down piece by piece, setting up for rest. Sink into the shell of your body a little further. And then do that one more time. Listen for noises that you hear off in the distance. Drawing your attention a bit closer, listen for sounds within the room, maybe the level of the house that you're on. And listening a bit closer, maybe hearing the soft whisper of your breath, sound of my voice, the space that comes in between my words. And turning our attention back to feeling. Notice the body on your mat. Maybe parts of the floor. And parts of your body that are covered relative to the ones that are not. Rebend your knees, bringing your feet to place to the mat. Roll through to one side, finding a fetal position and pause. Keep your head heavy, eventually rising into a seated upright position, please. Gather your hands at your chest, lengthen your spine, and dropping your gaze. Just take a moment to honor your journey. Moment to honor your body. And your breath. I thank you for coming to share in this practice. Namaste.